The Cavs lost last night to the Pacers, which is their fourth straight loss, puts them now at 3-5. And I want to remind you, this is right after they just had their air it out meeting, which clearly didn't work because they lost again. And then LeBron was asked, at what point do you start to worry?
Yeah, it's a new month. It's a new month. It's a new month. I mean, it is what it is. A lot of teams are playing well right now. We're not. That's just a simple fact.
He's playing well. The team isn't.
Well, that actually brings me to my next story. So before that game, he was talking about how this was a bad training camp for him, and he's chalking up some of, I guess, his fault in all of this to a bad training camp. So listen to this.
You know, for me personally, it probably was the worst training camp for me in my career because of the injury. I didn't get an opportunity to do the things that I like to do, and you know, with the summer that I kind of had a setback. So, you know, I was kind of already behind the 8 ball. So it didn't matter if it was a short preseason or not with the injury that I had personally.
But he's averaging 25.7 rebounds, 9 assists, and shooting 60% from the field. So he's not the problem on the court.
No, his
at all.
Yeah, he's not the issue. This is a real work in progress.
But I do think that there's something to be said about him being an issue off the court. I mean, eventually players are going to start to get tired, as Kyrie did, with him saying, okay, you're going to the bench, you're starting, you're playing center, you're the coach. It can get old.
Yeah, I mean, thank God they're in the East. If they were in the West right now, they'd be like 1-6. So I just think it's a work in progress. And I do think their roster is just weird. We call it, it's a what do they call it?
But he kind of made it, didn't he?
Yeah, he's the best player in the world. The best CEO in the world is going to make his bed. I mean, listen, LeBron's been a stock. He's been doing this for 15 years. If he has a plateau or down year, it's great for the league because he moves to L.A.
Okay. But they are 29th in the league in defensive efficiency.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. They're not going to be. I do think eventually they'll be better than that. But listen, in the backcourt, Wade, D. Rose, Korver, JR, these are not stoppers. They weren't stoppers in their. D. Wade was a good defensive player in his prime, but he's 38.
If LeBron is the CEO, doesn't he have to think about that as well?
Well, I don't think he's the.
I
don't think Dan Gilbert lets him be the total CEO because Dan Gilbert doesn't think he's going to keep him. So I think they made some moves.
I was thinking about that, and I know you're going to think I'm absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
But if the Cavs know they're going to lose LeBron.
They don't. They're 50-50 on it. They don't know they're going to lose him, but they're hedging their bet. So the Cavaliers and LeBron dropped their 4 straight last night to an average team, the Pacers. LeBron had 33 and shot 64%. He's playing well. People think I'm joking about this, but the reason I think the Lakers for LeBron works, there's a lot of reasons, but most of all, they offer the opposite of what Cleveland offers. And what I mean by that, if you're in a relationship and you've had some success in a relationship, it could be a personal relationship, a business relationship, and it starts to struggle or erode, you often swing the pendulum and look for the opposite. This has happened a lot in my career where if you have a certain show that doesn't work and you think it's too much of this, then you go the opposite and make it the opposite of that. Los Angeles is the opposite of Cleveland in about 5 different dynamics. The Cavs right now are a mess. The Lakers are better than we thought. The Cavs are old. The Lakers, to a fault, are youthful. The Cavs in the backcourt have Rose, Wade, Isaiah Thomas, J.R. Smith. Older, struggle defensively. The Lakers have youthful guards. Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball. Cleveland is a dying Midwestern city. L.A. is a booming 12-year economic rocket coastal city. Cleveland, LeBron's been there and done that twice. L.A., Lakers is a new adventure. LeBron's into that. Everything right now that is frustrating LeBron, the opposite is available in Los Angeles. Cleveland's ownership, strong-willed, defiant Dan Gilbert, doesn't have a great relationship. Lakers, it's Jeannie Buss and Magic Johnson. LeBron grew up wanting to be Magic Johnson. Cleveland, as a stock, you'd probably sell it. Lakers, you'd absolutely buy it. So when you've had success in any relationship, and then it starts to erode, and let's give LeBron credit. He's been pretty good about kind of reading the NBA tea leaves. He's always been he leaves a year early, not a year later, right? That's why some people had a problem with him being tough on Kyrie Irving, because Kyrie Irving left a little early than late, right? And that's a legitimate argument. But if you look at what he's struggling with in Cleveland, the opposite is available in Los Angeles. From the city, the weather, from the roster to the ownership to the coaching. And I have no problem acknowledging this. The NBA is simply more interesting with another LeBron adventure. I've seen the Cleveland LeBron thing twice. I'm over it. I really am. I mean, I to be honest with you, I was kind of excited to watch Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum. It was just new. It was just fun. I mean, it's nothing against Alabama football, but been there, done that. You know, I'd like to see Harbaugh in Michigan. I think it'd be great. It's fun watching new happen. And, you know, I got to tell you, a lot of people don't like this player mobility, but the Lakers play tonight, and they're not a great basketball team. But I've been putting this whole LeBronzo-meter up. I don't think it's a lark. I don't think it's make-believe. I think there are stages for all-time greats. The initial stage, and LeBron went through this, is, hey, look at me, I'm really good. The next stage, you start winning titles. You become a legend. And the third stage, for a lot of public figures, is mogul stage, where it's not all about winning that night. It's about laying the groundwork for your legacy, your kids, and where do you want to live. And so I think superstars, I've seen this with like tech people. Hey, look at me stage. I'm really talented. B, I win platinum records and titles. And 3, now it's the mogul stage. It's not all about that team winning that game.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.